The Looney Tunes are back on the big screen with a brand new animated adventure starring Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. But is it a must-watch in theaters or should you wait for streaming? Let's get started on my review of The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Let's go.
From the town I like nothing, when I'm hopefuls live. A small city or something, but mostly no one forgets. On the outskirts of where I've been, dreaming since a kid. Thought I was cursed to never see a radio hit. A Grammy to industry or something, even close. Miles outside.
What's going on, all my beautiful people? This is Jacey Flames, and I just got back from watching The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Before I do start my review, please note this will be a spoiler-free review, just in case you haven't seen it yet, currently showing in theaters. Also, please make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on more new cartoon movies that I'm reviewing just like this. So The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie stars Eric Bauza, Wayne Knight, Candy Milo, Peter Braungart, and more. Porky Pig and Daffy Duck become Earth's only hope when their antics at the local bubblegum factory uncover a secret alien mind control plot. Faced with cosmic odds, they must save their town and the world while not driving each other loony. And that's pretty much the basic synopsis of this movie, you guys, and let me just say, straight out the gate, I love this movie. While Warner Brothers Discovery may have shelled Coyote vs. Acme, which I did reference in my latest TikTok video, but I was really doubtful that this cartoon movie was going to come out, much less even in theaters. Originally intended for streaming on Max before seeking a new distributor, this feature film brings the timeless humor and chaos of Looney Tunes to the big screen in a fresh yet nostalgic way. And again, the movie centers on Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, which, to be honest, they've always been my favorite characters, alongside Bugs Bunny, of course. And as I was watching this movie, I started to realize almost all have been my favorite characters. I used to love Looney Tunes. I grew up watching this cartoon. But Daffy Duck and Porky Pig are raised together by a kind-hearted farmer named Jim, voiced by Fred Taskero. Their childhood is a comedic highlight, providing both humor and surprising emotional depth. I mean, within the first 10 minutes, you see as little kids how Porky Pig got his speech impediment when he always stutters, and it was just hilarious nonetheless. As adults, the duo struggle to keep their home, leading them into a series of odd jobs that end in spectacular failure. Their antics echo the slapstick brilliance of classic Looney Tunes shorts, while subtly parodying iconic sci-fi and horror films like The Thing and Night of the Living Dead. The story kicks into high gear when Daffy and Porky Pig take jobs at a gum factory, only to stumble upon a sinister alien invasion plot. What follows is a fast-paced adventure filled with twists, clever references, and an abundance of slapstick comedy. Now, let's get into the animation, you guys. Visually, The Day the Earth Blew Up is a feast for the eyes. The animation style stays true to the classic Looney Tunes aesthetic while incorporating modern fluidity and expressiveness. The vibrant, exaggerated movements capture the chaotic energy of the original shorts, while the detailed backgrounds and character designs enhance the overall cinematic experience. I love every single second of this movie. And not only has its absurd humor and dynamic visuals, creating a perfect balance between old school charm and contemporary animation techniques, but it also has some relatability. It cleverly adapts its animation style as the story progresses, becoming more surreal and elaborate as the sci-fi elements intensify. And you know, the ironic thing is that within the first act of this movie, as they're trying to find a job, there's some parts in there and even how they feel that made me think about even my old life when I was going through job after job trying to figure out what I liked and what I could just do for extra money. And sometimes that's not only a problem in itself, but even you trying to just figure out how to be an adult. And that's one thing that I loved seeing out of this movie, and we kind of saw a lot of that as well in one of the more recent Looney Tunes adaptations where Bugs and Daffy live together as young adults and they both have girlfriends and they're trying to just live everyday life. I used to love watching that show as well when I was like 21, 22. A standout aspect of that film is its voice work, particularly Eric Bauza's phenomenal dual performance as both Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. I mean, I didn't realize that until I was doing research on this, that I was like, wait, he does both? And then it dawned on me, of course, I remember reading about that when I was much younger. His ability to bring each character to life with distinct distinct comedic timing and emotional nuance is nothing short of impressive. Now, hopefully you guys remember how these characters can be, but Daffy is as unpredictable and chaotic as ever, while Porky's more reserved demeanor adds a grounded contrast, making their dynamic endlessly entertaining. And like I said, even comparing it to the more recent Looney Tunes show with Bugs and Daffy living together, it contrasted perfectly. But even watching Porky Pig and living his life and how reserved he is, but he also has a speech impediment and all those things, and he's just trying to stay on the right path, while Daffy is always unknowingly messing things up. It's a great set of characters to put together for sure. Now, Candy Milo's, I hope I'm saying that right, portrayal of Petunia Pig is another highlight. Bringing warmth and charisma to the character, Petunia is more than just a love interest for Porky. She's an integral part of the story, acting as the voice of reason amidst the chaos. Her interactions with Porky adds emotional depth, while her interactions to Daffy's antics provide additional layers of humor. I also loved how she's kind of what led them to the gum factory and how they stumble upon meeting her. Now, here are my final thoughts. The Day the Earth Blew Up is a triumphant return to form for the Looney Tunes franchise. With its relentless humor, stunning animation, and genuine heart, it delivers everything fans could hope for in a feature-length adaptation. The film successfully balances nostalgia with fresh storytelling, providing that these characters are still as funny and relevant as ever. One scene that I found also particularly funny is as they're going through all these jobs trying to figure out ways to make income, Daffy Duck actually proposes that they become influencers, and he inflates his behind. And it's hilarious because I thought it was also a clever nod to BBLs nowadays, and maybe that was just my weird way of thinking, but I thought it was hilarious nonetheless. In an era where animated films often rely on excessive cameos and pop culture references, this movie stands out by focusing on a tight-knit trio and letting their personalities drive the story. Whether you're a lifelong Looney Tunes fan or discovering these characters for the first time, The Day the Earth Blew Up is a must watch. Hopefully its success paves the way for more fully animated Looney Tunes adventures on the big screen. And hopefully we don't get another one of those Acme versus Wile E. Coyote situations. WB, if you're watching this, please stop shelving these movies. And with that point in mind, don't miss out. Catch this gem in theaters and support the return of classic animation. You guys, I don't know how this will do at the box office, and I'm hoping that it makes some money, because if it does, then WB will see that and they'll think twice about shelving another Looney Tunes movie. With all that being said, I'm gonna give The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, 4.5 flames out of 5 and a super fire film rating.
It's good. Really good.
The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, puts these three iconic characters at the heart of the story, staying true to the personalities that made them famous in the original cartoon shorts. Packed with quips and the classic dynamic between Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, the film delivers a fresh adventure that longtime fans will appreciate while introducing new fans to their timeless charm. With sharp humor, heartwarming moments, and stellar voice performances, it maintains the high production quality expected from the Looney Tunes legacy. I mean, there's even a double entendre on the title of the film alone. That also blew my mind. You get it? The pun? Blew. Anyways, so as a longtime fan, again, I'm urging you guys to go out and see this in theaters. Please support this movie because I thought it was amazing myself. And I'm also hoping that it gains steam at the box office so that we can see more animated movies like this. All right, guys, so have you seen The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie yet? Or are you looking forward to seeing it? Which Looney Tunes film is your favorite? Mine has to be this one and Looney Tunes Back in Action with Brendan Fraser. Love that one. Let me know in the comments below. Last thing before I do go, you guys, please make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date. My name is Jacey Flames, and until next time, I'm out.